Hello, everybody. How you doing? Right. Today has been a bit eventful. I've seen some weird shit. I spoke to some people that seem decent. Whoever I speak to is on the same path as me. They understand what's going on, this, that, and the other. But some of the stuff I've seen today is absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. I begin to think, what the fuck is this world coming to? What the fuck is going on? You gotta laugh because it's that sad. You gotta laugh because it's that sad, right? Now, I went for a pint, right? Just a quick pint, in and out, right? Because I don't like hanging around. I don't like it. I hate it, right? I have a pint, a couple of pints, or whatever, and I leave instantly. I don't talk to no one. I don't associate with anyone. That's how I like it, right? That's how I like it. Now today, a person brought a pram in into the place where I were, right? I'm not joking. Fuck, it freaked me the fuck out. It freaked me the fuck right out. Anybody out there? I'm gonna ask you something. Anyone out there ever seen a baby that's kept their eyes open but they're asleep? I mean, fully awake eyes. At first, I thought this baby were a doll. At first, I thought it were a doll. I said, "Is that a real baby?" And they went, "Yeah, it's a real baby." I said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Because your baby's got their eyes wide open, like they're watching us." This baby must have been about 6 months old, 8 months old, maybe a year max. Freak me the fuck right out. It's like, fuck, you need a fucking priest, woman. You need a fucking priest. There's no way I've ever seen a baby keep their eyes open that long, all the way through, with their eyes open, asleep. A baby with her eyes open, all the way through with her eyes open. He freaked me the fuck right out. It's like, what the fuck? You need a priest, woman. You need a priest because that's not normal. How can a baby keep their eyes open like that when they're asleep? That is fucking weird. Fucking weird as shit. I even thought in my head, is this the Antichrist? Is this the Antichrist? An Antichrist baby? What the fuck? It freaked me the fuck right out. I tell you, it made me feel well uncomfortable. Well uncomfortable. I mean, I've got nothing against a baby. Nothing. It was just fucking freaky weird. Freaky weird that a baby could keep their eyes open for that. I mean, how the hell? How does that happen? How can a baby keep their eyes open like that when they're asleep? How? It's fucking weird. It's weird. I even thought at first that the baby's eyes were fake, but I was looking from a distance. I've said probably 1 or 2 feet, maybe less. Like, whoa, whoa, that's mental. And this woman went, "That's my niece." I said, "I don't give a fuck, that's your niece. You need a fucking exorcist, man. You need to get that exercise, that baby, because that's fucking weird." It's a good job they laughed. It's a good job they laughed. They were laughing. Is the baby freaking you out? Is the baby freaking you out? Like, yeah. And they were laughing. They were fucking weird as shit. I've never seen anything like it in my whole life. It was like the baby, the Antichrist, with the eyes open, watching everything that you're doing, but asleep. It was weird. It was weird. You can see his eyes move from time to time where you're going and what you're doing and shit. Like, what the fuck? Is this baby the Antichrist? Is this the new Antichrist? Look, it's a baby at the end of the day. It's a baby. Whatever happens to a baby happens to a baby. But it just spun me out. It was fucking weird as shit. It was like, yeah, the baby's normal. It's sleeping, but the eyes open. you got to keep looking from time to time, thinking, is that baby watching me? Is that baby watching me? Like, what the fuck? It's a bit like these horror movies. But I've met some good people today. Really good people. Right? I met somebody in another I'm not gonna say where it is because I don't want to explain these people because it's not right. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do my best trying to explain it. But yeah, some of the people I come across who had families understand exactly what I'm saying. They even pointed me to the product that I needed to get, but it was white instead of black. Right? I cover up my cameras now, by the way. My front and back cameras, I cover them up because most of the elites and most of the people who rule this world cover up the cameras. Why do you think they do that? Why do you think they do that? Do you not think you should be doing the same thing? If they're doing it and they know what's going on, why shouldn't you do the same thing? Cover up your cameras, right? Yeah, they can still. There's a program coming out, by the way, an update for Android and iPhones, right? iOS. It's an update, and the update basically you can once it's updated, you can never uninstall it. It's baked into your phone, right? It's baked into your phone. The trace and tracking, screenshotting and snapping your camera every 6 seconds, right? They've already admitted to this, right? It's going to be coming in. Look, do whatever you need to do to make sure that you've got safety, that you've got your privacy. Look, this is the reason why I don't show my face online. Because I know full well the shit that I'm talking about is going to get me into trouble. What? Because it's the truth? Because it's the truth, I'm going to get into trouble. Oh, what wrong is right and what right is wrong. So you're saying what I'm saying is right is wrong. Because you fuckers, you paedophile motherfuckers out there, the elites, the government run, religious run, cooperation run paedophile motherfuckers, think they can pull the wool over my eyes. Get fucked, you dirty fucks. Right? Fuck off. Jew, Muslim, and Christian. Fuck off. Right? I'm a Christian too, don't get me wrong. But I'm a Stones Christian. I believe in proper morals, principles, and ethics. Abraham, be a man of your word. Right? But that's wrong now. That's wrong. That's wrong to have morals, principles, and ethics. Right? If you're divorced and you're in the song industry, film industry, that's all right now. That's okay. That's classed as righteous. Fuck off with that shit, right? Fuck off with that bullshit, mind melding, fucking lip service, word salad fucking shit, right? Fuck off. I'm fully awake, fully awake. I'm not gonna let anyone separate me from God because I know full well he looks down on the world and thinks, what the fuck is going on? Well, he knows what's going on. It's just he declines to interfere because of free will. Because of free will. He didn't want you, he don't want to dictate to you what's right and wrong. It's up to you. God built it in you, right and wrong. He built it in you when you were born. There's a difference between genetically modified and being natural born. Why do you think they're going to transhumanism? Bonding with AI and all this shit. Why do you think they're doing it? Because you're not natural born. Therefore, they own you because they patented you, right? And you become a test tube baby. A test tube baby, right? Well, I don't give a shit what people's feelings are. The truth don't give a fuck about your feelings. Truth is truth. Fact is fact. Right? It's been a weird, wild day. And I've enjoyed every minute of it. You know why? Because I've exposed the shit. Exposed it for what it were, right? I don't need to mix my words. I don't need to give you lip service. I don't need to tickle your fucking ears. Look, it's up to you people. You either wake up and listen, not to just me. There's lots of people out there saying it. Loads of people on their channels. Unless you're a lefty or a feminist. Look, I told these people don't subscribe unless you actually understand what I'm talking about. Don't be offended either, because it's not just about feminism. This is about religious orders. This is about governments, corporations, right? This is about all of them being corrupt, run by Satan, right? Run by Satan. Why do you think it's so fucked up? It's common sense. Common sense, right? But nobody uses common sense no more. They don't use common sense. It's a shame. Yes, it's a very, very big shame. Because some of these people come across as dumb as shit. Dumb as shit. Right? They don't know the left from the right hand. They don't know where they're going and what they're doing. Because they're to and fro with their ideology, with their thinking. Instead of sticking permanently with one thing. It makes me laugh so much. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. The mind fuckery going on in this world. The mind fuckery, right? Because that's what it is, fuckery, right? They don't give two shits about you. All they're bothered about is control, power. Get as much money out of you as possible until you die. Oh, by the way, you're not allowed to be an entrepreneur. We're not going to teach you as a child to be an entrepreneur. But guess what? We're going to teach you how to slave for another company who are entrepreneurs that use you. And they're going to sift every life force out of you. But if you speak out, you get sacked. But if you do as you're told, you get your life force sucked out of you. Working all your life for fuck all. Right? You don't get nothing out of this system. You don't get no credit out of what you build because the government sift you out of it. They sift you out of it, literally. Sift everything out of you. Your life force, your money, everything. Right? These fuckers are sociopaths and psychopaths. Why do you think scientists say that sociopaths and psychopaths run businesses, governments, religious orders, all this, that, and the other? Why do you think they say it? Scientists say that. Why? It's because they're a bunch of narcissistic sociopaths and psychopaths that won't think twice of standing over your body, man, to get where they need to go, right? Dog eat dog, that according to them. Dog eat dog. They don't give two shits. The government don't give two shits. No religious order gives two shits. And no cooperation gives two shits, right? It's about making you a product, right? Mindfuckery, changing. Look, have you heard about Anthropic? I think it's Anthropic that are buying all these books, Anthropic, right? And they're digitizing them and then cutting the spines off the book so you can never use the book again. You cut the spine off, it just falls to pieces without the spine, right? That's why they're doing it. So therefore, when you look up online, which is going to be behind a paywall, by the way, a paywall, you have to pay to get the information, and yet they'll alter the information too. Anyone can change stuff online, but if you've got the original book, which not been altered, by the way, can prove the government wrong, society wrong, all this, that, and the other wrong. Why do you think they're getting rid of books? Trying to go digital. They're trying to get rid of loads of books from history. They're digitizing everything, all the books in history, and then cutting the spines off the books so you can never use them again. Right? You can't stick them back together again because the spine's gone. Right? All the pages fall apart without the spine. Right? Understand how the world works. Understand how the system works. Understand about the elites. They don't give two fucks about you. Why do you think all these famous people are going skinny? really skinny, like they've had the life force sucked out of them. Sucked out of them, literally. Look at who's she called? I forgot what she called. Ada Grande, whatever it is, and that black girl that were friends with her. Soon as they did the film with witches and shit, guess what happened? They went really skinny. And a lot of film people are saying, actors are saying, that they have to take on this other personality, which is a demon, by the way, to make them act out what the person act. And remember, these demons see people through history. They know their characteristics and everything. So they can jump into a person, an actor, and give them the true essence of, i.e., like Billy the Kid and all this, that, and the other, right? Because a normal person can't actually act like another person. They can't. It's impossible. They can try, but they'll never hit the mark of that person's personality and characteristics. So they need a demon to jump in them to give them that, because that demon has already seen them people over centuries. Whatever person they're acting as, they've already seen them, know the characteristics and everything. And then they force it inside. And then when the demon leaves, they suck the life force out of them. Suck the life force out of them. Why do you think they're like skeletons? Ada Grande and that girl with black hair and loads of film stars. They're all fucking skinny as shit, like the bag of bones. A bag of bones, like they've had the life force sucked out of them. Literally sucked out of them. They're that skinny, jaundiced, everything. Well, that's what it says about the film industry, song industry, governments, corporations, and religions. They suck the life out of you, right? Literally. Stress. This, that, the other. And it's not a demon inhabiting you, right? That thing is going to really suck the life out of you, right? Literally. Because they don't have a body. So they need a life force, because they don't get it off God no more. So they need these babies to suck the life force out of these babies and humans and film industry and song industry. Right? Anyway, my rant's over. My rant's over. You guys have a good one. May God bless you. You have a good one, guys. Catch you later.